My name is Father Tom Reilly. My hobbies are reading, traveling, and being with people. I've been a La Salette since 1964. I've been a priest since 1972. It's 44 years. And I first felt attracted to the priesthood as a young boy, and I often look back and wonder why, because there was no other priest in my family, or there was no women religious, or we really didn't know. We had a very nice pastor, but I mean, he wasn't one that went to people's homes and stuff. So I always say that because of that, it had to be God putting the seed in me, because it had to come from Him. And then I went to a high school staffed by the La Salettes, and from there that reinforced my desire to be a priest. And also I was attracted to the La Salette community because they had a strong sense of solidarity among one another. It was a great community life. They were very vibrant ministers. And that was the thing that sort of grabbed my attention and led me forward. I think I really decided to become a priest was while I was studying philosophy in Rome, Italy. It was there during the Second Vatican Council, and it was the church at its finest hour in my lifetime. And I saw the church being reformed by St. John the 23rd, and I saw the vibrancy that was happening. And it really stuck in my heart that this is the way God was calling me. The nice thing about being a priest is I've never had a job, because when you minister as a priest, it's not a job, it's a ministry. It's a service to the people of God. And it's an entirely different thing. It's not commuting, it's not punching a clock, but it's being a relationship with your fellow humankind and also with God. So it's been a very good thing. I've never had an assignment that I didn't like. So it's been a delight for me. I think, when I went to high school, particularly, we had a total La Salette faculty. They were young and vibrant, and they cared for one another, and it was a great community. That always drew me to the La Salettes. I wasn't really interested in becoming a diocesan priest because I saw it as a more solitary life. I grew up in a family that was close, and we had a lot of family life and a lot of joy within the family. And I thought that could be replicated within a religious community and living within a religious family. And it has been for me. First of all, you remember that God does not condemn us, but He shows us mercy. And in your ministry, you don't start by condemning people or telling what's wrong with them, but you try to affirm the Christ that's within them. And instead of condemning them, lead them to reconciliation, to heal the relationship either with God or their fellow man and woman that might be broken. And I think it's got to be the root of ministry. It should be that way for anybody, but I think particularly for the La Salettes, and I think people notice that is the thrust that we follow. You begin by affirming the person, not condemning them, showing them and speak of God's mercy and love to them, and then try to lead and work with them until they reach that point to being reconciled. My 14 years here at St. Anne's has been an absolutely positive experience. The people, when you relate to people and you get involved with the people, the priesthood is a joy. That's why I say it's not a job. You're doing God's work, and the people here they respond to kindness. They respond to people a priest being interested in them, and the priest wanting to walk with them through the joys and sorrows of their life. And I'd say to any young person today, if you love people, become a priest. If you don't like people, become a librarian, or whatever else you want to choose. But I think that's extremely important. The priesthood is for serving people. It's doing the ministry that Christ Himself began and then passed on to us as His ambassadors within this world. We are reconcilers, just like Christ was a reconciler. Was I the best?
You were the best.
Oh, God.
You were the shortest.